Okay, hello everybody. Paul Richards here with HuddleCamHD, and I am really excited to be giving you a presentation on how churches and I think educational institutions too can really take advantage of Facebook live streaming. This is a technology that's really just been released just a few months ago, and it really helps for smaller organizations, houses of worship, churches to start live streaming for free. So it's really cool. So today we're going to be talking about why live streaming is perfect for churches, and I also think small community outreach programs, small businesses, and educational institutions alike can really leverage this even more than, let's say, a professional business. So we're going to talk about live streaming on YouTube or on Facebook, and how it is different from live streaming on YouTube. It is a little different, and we'll talk about that. And it's really kind of like the Henry Ford days of live streaming, in my opinion. Everything is really coming together at the right time. Facebook has decided to do all of this for free. Cameras and microphones are becoming more and more affordable, plug and play. Software for either a PC or a Mac is very affordable. And now live streaming is it's no longer that, antique car that you might have thought it was. It's really a ripping and racing Ferrari with amazing compression and all these things. And, we wonder, where are we headed? Where is Silicon Valley taking us? How far are we going to go on this ride with them? They're just going crazy, self-driving cars, maybe airplane cars, who knows? But I think it's time for most people to test the waters, and I promise the water is warm. The water, you're not going to jump into live streaming and say, oh, that was a mistake, I never should have done it. Even if nobody views your live stream, I think that it's a good practice. And what you'll find is that live streaming is extremely authentic. So the viewers actually know that a mistake could happen. They know that it's live, and there's a certain excitement to that. There's a certain genuine authenticity to that, and it really plays in well with churches and community outreach programs and educational events and organizations. So we think it's really the right time to jump into this. So we're going to talk a little bit about how specifically churches can take advantage of this, and then we're going to talk about some tips, some tricks. We're going to show a video walking you through how to start your first Facebook live stream. And just to clarify, we're not talking about live streaming with your smartphone, with your iPhone or something like that. We're talking about setting up a professional live stream so that you can have a lower thirds like we have here, have a couple microphones, have everything mixed with something like Wirecast or vMix. So we're talking about a professional live stream, but we're talking about it in a way that I hope will make sense. And one of the things I wanted to add is I wanted to talk just a little bit about the history of live streaming and kind of how we got to where we are today. So let me just pull that up. Just give me 1 second. I apologize for not having that queued up. But I think for anyone out there who's watching this and saying, it was interested a little bit about the history. Let's just show this really quickly. So in the 1920s, the first patent was granted to George Squire to transmit video signals and distribution over electrical lines. And then it took till now they were talking about doing all of this in the mid 20th century, but it really took till the 1980s and 1990s until consumer grade computers were able to accept live streams. And in the 80s it was just audio, and then the first live audio stream was streamed by Word Magazine in 1995 on the internet. It took Microsoft until 1995 to create what they call Active Movie, and then in 1999 they released what we all know as Windows Media Player. And then Apple introduced QuickTime 4. But again, I still to this day meet people that are just very new to live streaming. So even though it's been around for about 20 years, I feel like it's really becoming finally a technology that people are excited about. It's free and easy to use. And the internet, the bandwidth, the computers, all of this stuff together is finally making it affordable to do. Apple introduced QuickTime And then in 2002, Adobe Flash really changed the industry. In 2014, YouTube started their beta of live streaming, and they've really done a great job. We're using it now. Here we are in 2016. And just a few months ago, Facebook released their live streaming platform. So everything's really coming together here, and it's a really great time to be thinking about trying this new technology. Wanted to show a little diagram of what we do here at our office. And you can see here that I'm using one PC, and I have some audio. I have a really easy to use microphone mixer. Let me show that really quickly. This is a USB audio mixer. It just takes in two XLR mics or 2/4-inch mics and turns it into USB. So I can just plug that right into my computer. If you're at a church and you have a large mixing board and you're wondering, how am I going to be able to stream all of this audio? Well, usually there's an output that you could take into a device like this and stream it right from your computer. So everything's becoming super easy now, which is what makes it so exciting. So, I want to show this one more time here. I guess we'll show it like that. So the audio pieces, video, some of the nice video things that you can purchase to enhance your live stream is such as like a frame grabber. That allows you to convert a older camera into a USB camera, or let's say an iPad or an iPhone or any device you can plug into this via HDMI and convert it to USB. Maybe you want to have a second computer with a PowerPoint or the lyrics to a church service. And I almost totally forgot that I'm going to show in this webinar a virtual set that's actually going to show how you can do some really cool stuff with virtual sets. So I'm excited about that as well. That's going to be fun. I'm going to show you guys how to do church service, just some tips on live streaming from your church services and things like that. Some of the extra things is you can have a MIDI controller, so you can just hit buttons to trigger different cameras and views and different things. And then you could even have video conferencing included, which would allow you to bring in, speakers from other places in the world. So if you have a community outreach program with somebody in another country, you can actually Skype them in and then include them in your live stream to the world. So we're seeing this is really popular for houses of worship. And what I wanted to do is a couple things. One is I wanted to show how easy it is to do Facebook live streaming. But I think something that's even going to be a little bit even more fun than that is I want to show off a virtual set. So here I am in my virtual set, and I'm just going to tweak it a little bit. Make myself just a little smaller even. Looks like I really fit in there. And the cool thing about virtual sets is, as you can see, first of all, it looks as though I am sitting here in the front of a church, which is really cool. That's kind of the idea. I can go fully zoomed out. And this is kind of the idea of a virtual set, is that you can zoom in and out, and you can do a lot of fun stuff. So this is just require a green screen, and then you can create short little videos. So once you master live streaming, or once you understand how to do live streaming, you don't even have to live stream. You can just use that same technology, that green screen and the technology that does that, to just make short little videos and post them on YouTube. Maybe your pastor has a community outreach program that he wants to make a professional looking video for his congregation to watch. Now, one of the things that I thought was really cool is, and a lot of churches are doing this now, is they want to display, let's say, the lyrics of a song, and they want to do, they want to be able to show the lyrics. And one of the things that I thought was really easy and cool to do is I'm just going to copy some random lyrics. I'm not even sure. Copy that in there. This is actually kind of a strange lyric, but we're going to do it anyway. And what you can do is, let's just say you want to fade up to the clouds, and that and display the lyrics. So you could just go through, and this is actually, never even read that, but you could go through lyrics and lyrics and lyrics and just keep on going through during your live stream. and when the choir is singing, have something for people to follow along in. So there's a lot you can do with this technology. Um, go back here to my slides. So let's take a look at how all of this works. So you do have to have a Facebook page. That's fairly straightforward. Once you have that Facebook page, you can go into the video tab and you'll notice that there's a new area for RTMP streaming information. So I have a video that's going to walk us through that, and we'll go over that now. And then we'll talk about who's using live streaming, from the president to Veterans Affairs organizations, all the way to, small churches. So as you can see here, I'm logged into my Facebook page, and you can see there's a Publishing Tools button there. So I go ahead and I go to the Publishing Tools, and I go ahead and I go to the Live Videos area, which is new, and I can go to my video library, and I can choose to create a live video. So what that does is that's going to give me all the information that I need to start streaming to Facebook. So that's your server URL, and that's your stream key there. And we can take that information and bring it into a software like Wirecast and start our live stream and stream out to the world, which is great. So that's pretty much it. As soon as you start streaming, Facebook is going to say, okay, we got your stream. Everything's looking good. Let us know when you want to go live. And then it automatically notifies every one of your members, I guess the people who have liked your page. So all of your church members, everyone's going to get a very organic, nice little invitation to your live stream. People can comment, like, and share, and social media does the rest of the work. So that's really cool. We have a ton of information on how to make really great live streams, because what happens is that software is free, right? Facebook is free to use. So everyone's doing it now, but a lot of people want to take it to the next level a little bit and invest a little bit of money into what it might take to create a really professional broadcast. And the funny thing is that you can create almost a professional television style broadcast like I'm doing right now for very little amount of investment. So who is using live streaming on Facebook? Who is using Facebook Live? Well, one of the interesting organizations that have taken advantage of this is the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. They have a program called Connecting Veterans, and the mission is to really connect the public to veterans that have served for their country and fought for our freedom. And it's really been extremely successful. They've worked with Facebook, and the way it works is they show a picture of the veteran, when they went off to service, and the veteran now. And veterans have a lot of things that they're working through here when they get back from war and from their service that they've done. And having people here back in the United States understand that process was kind of the goal. And Facebook Live allowed them to make short live interviews that really hit home, in my opinion. And this is kind of the type of things that you can do. If you have a special message, if you have something that you want to reach the world with, you can do it for free on Facebook. And if you have a little bit of extra money for marketing, which I know the Department of Veteran Affairs has, they're able to actually advertise their live streams and get it to a further larger audience and use that social media platform to organically get in front of, potentially billions of people. It's really amazing. And then also the President of the United States uses Facebook Live. They're finding that it's actually a really easy way for them to reach, millions and millions of people through, again, an organic system. Facebook has like 1.9 billion users, and 90% of them use it every day. So it's pretty incredible. And that's really all I have today for everyone. Just wanted to show, how everyone from the President of the United States to, even further along than that. So this is my presentation. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope that everyone learned a little something from this webinar, and please feel free to call us up, ask us if you have any questions. We want to help. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a nice day.